We're over at a little place called Shopland today, which is at the back end of Southend on Sea in Essex. We've had a break in the weather, which has allowed us to get out and put up this 20 foot by 10 foot reverse apex shed. This is to the client's own layout. So there you go. Oh, I should keep an eye on my little monitor thing, shouldn't I? So there you go. There's the 20 foot side, and then round here in the 10 foot side there's another door there. So like I say, it's a customer's own layout. It's been pouring down, so when we go inside you're going to see the floor's a bit muddy. That's because if you look down here, there's all mud. We've had no choice. You either put the mud in or you don't put the mud in, and we had no choice. The mud had to go in. So what we've got with this one, we've got a set of 3 windows up this end here, a set of double doors just here. The doors are standard shed height doors. They're about 5'10", which means that we've had to make this side of the shed a plank taller than it normally would. Normally the roof would have a little bit more of an angle to it than that, but because the permitted development regs are 2.5 metres, we can lift up the side here to accommodate the additional doors there, but we can't lift up the apex, the ridge line, because if we lift up the ridge line we're going to exceed permitted development. They'll need planning permission. So what we do with 20 foot long sheds, you got staple and hasp there, padlocks go through. On the doors you've got the normal, or our normal, you've got 3 10-inch zinc plated T-hinges. So what we do in here, let me put this clever little lens on the camera. There you go, that widens it up a little bit. So you've got these jobbies running through the shed. These are trusses. Now the trusses are, if I can tilt this upwards, you'll see underneath this one, you see that one there, it's screwed there, it's screwed there, it's screwed there, it's screwed through on these ones, it's glued as well. Them trusses, I mean, I'm 18 stone, I can walk across this roof no problem. And we combine these trusses with a 4x2 ridge going through the middle of the shed. So with the ridge and with the trusses in there, that roof is going absolutely nowhere. While I'm inside here, might as well show you the floor as well. Oh, you can see the roof is all tongued and grooved as well. So there's no chipboard, no OSB or anything like that on the roof there. Even if we do use OSB in a roof, which we do with the big pent roof sheds, the OSB is OSB 3, so it's the best quality OSB you can get. The floor on this is 18mm exterior ply, and it's muddy. You can see it's muddy as hell. If I tilt it back up, you've got the double doors there. They're 30-inch doors. The client asked for 30s, so the client got 30s. They're all edged and braced, and they're standard height. The secondary door, you can see it's secured top and at the bottom by tower bolts. So the cladding on this shed is heavy duty 16mm. So that basically means that this cladding here, before it's machined, it's 19mm. By the time they finish machining, it's roughly 16mm. It might come up 15, it might come up 17, but it's roughly, if I do it that way round out of the sun, you see better. So it's roughly 16mm, and that's furniture grade, or sorry, a sub furniture grade of redwood pine. So it's a very, very good grade of timber. The framework, you can see there, just there, it says it's C16. C16 timber, it's a dry graded timber. That's what you use for stud work in houses, and we tend to keep our uprights no more than about 2 foot apart. So there you go, that's the inside of the shed. And we've already done the roof, told you it's tongue and groove, but if you come to the edge of the roof here, you can see you've got 2 kilogram green mineral per square metre green mineral felt on there. That's a polyester base, which means it's got threads running through it, like a bit like gaffer tape. It stops it from ripping. And then at the edge here, you can just about make out that's all been, the wood underneath has been rounded over, which means instead of the felt coming down and going boof at a right angle and getting a split line across there, it's eased over, so it preserves the felt, makes it last longer, stops it from splitting. So I don't know what else to tell you about it really. Done the cladding, the height inside this, underneath those trusses, internally you've got 6'6" underneath those trusses. There's plenty of headroom in there. In between the trusses, it's just under 8 foot. So there you go. That's about all I've got to tell you about it. That is a 20 foot, let's take that lens off, there you go. That's a 20 foot by 10 foot reversed apex garden shed.